Namaste. Marcus again. It's the 11th of July. I had a beautiful connection, or we had a beautiful connection the other day with the Andromedan beings. And the blues popped in right afterwards to add the guidance also. So I'm going to read you the Andromedan message. I'm not sure whether I'll read you the blues, but it's maybe come another time. So, something banging. It's summer again, and twice we've had summer in England, in the southeast anyway, and it's roasting hot, 30 degrees again. It's been 34, 36, and I should have really got the makeup girl in because I'm probably shiny with all the sweat, perspiration, I should say. Anyway, I didn't have a makeup girl anyway, so we'll have to forego that. So I'm going to read you the message. This is what I did the last few times with these messages. These are the beautiful beings from Andromedan galaxy. We just use the names Andromedan beings of love and light. Most of these star beings we connect to don't really have a name as far as we're concerned. They might give us a sort of glimpse of where they're from, and that's all we need. We just like to name things and people and beings. It's not so important for them. Anyway, I'll read you the message. Now, try not to alter these messages. So if it doesn't sound right, I'm sorry. Sometimes it gets a bit messed up, and I don't want to alter it and make it something I've thought rather than the message. So here we go. This is from the 8th of July. Thank you for joining us. Do you have any guidance for us in these days ahead? Yes, always the same. There is no difference in the guidance because the guidance is correct for all circumstances, for all changes, for all conditions, for all circumstances that may or may not occur. The guidance is for you to stay in your heart. As you have already been made aware and are aware, your heart chakra, is a bridge between the physical being and your higher self. Your astral bodies also, which are part of your physical being, to the oneness through your higher self, directly connected to the oneness. And so, I have to pull this off. And so, there is only that is needed in these days, in any days, in all ways. This is the way. Once you have mastered the connection to the one that's like this, you won't have any need for these questions of what should we do? What should we do? How should we do it? Because you will just know that you are in your flow. Marcus likes to rhyme, which I do. This is important always for you, human beings on your journey. Stay in your flow, stay in your moments. The reason we say stay in your now is as you have already become aware, there is no past anymore. It has been done and made you who you need to be. Your future does not yet exist. Only the now moment, which is creating your future, exists. And therefore, when your now moment is connected directly to all that there is nothing else for you to ponder, to have any thoughts about. You have created your issues today. I'll go on to this. And always, by your thoughts, by your feelings, by your reactions, by your actions, by your thinking, by your imagining. This is how you create your days. You should know better, and you do. You do know better. And this is why you have been put through this again. This is the final time for you, Marcus. You have to realize you have to realize this important mission of being in the oneness. Nothing else, just that. It is obvious. That's the same for you too, Karen, and all beings who are on their journey, who are not aware of their journey. All beings need to be in this space. We are always connected to the infinite being. We are always connected to the oneness. We are always connected to God. We are always connected to all that there is and ever will be. End of transmission. So, very interesting. Now, Karen and I, especially myself, for many, many, many years, at least 6 years, 5, 6 years, we've been getting told, stay in your heart. The last 3 or 4 years, stay in the joy, stay in your joy, because that'll help you stay in your heart. Do things that make you joyful, providing they don't hurt others or other beings or other things or other anything. Do this, and this is all you need. It's a bit like Bashar with his 5 things, his 5 guidances. We've been told this because it's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And they keep reminding me about this. They keep reminding me. And I'm just going through actually a very serious ear infection. I had a mastoid 30 years ago, and I can't get problems in this ear, but I've had a very massive infection at the moment. And that's by the by. I'm getting better, obviously. I'm not leaving this place. But that doesn't mean I didn't let the thought enter my head. Oh dear, I'm in trouble. I've got a terrible infection. It might kill me. Oh, I don't know why I talk like that when I go into these rants, but I do. I like to talk in a high-pitched voice. Anyway, I allowed all this stuff to come in, which, as they were saying in this message, you should know better. This is why you've been put through this thing again. And for me, it's very relevant when they've told me so many times, keep the fear out of ear. Especially for me, when this ear is the one that gives me grief, when it's not in harmony with me, when I'm not in harmony with me, when I allow myself to let the fear in the ear. So when I had these thoughts that came to me, oh, I knew I had a bad ear infection, there's all sorts of stuff going on. I won't go into detail, some people won't like it. But I knew that it was serious. Instead of me going, I'm in my heart, I'm in my now moment, I didn't stay in my now moment. I drifted back into the past when this was a very serious problem for me and nearly killed me. I remembered I nearly died. I remembered this could be really serious. I remembered to let the fear in so that I didn't stay in my present moment. I went back. I went forwards into what may happen, what could occur, because I'm fearful of the outcome. And what they were telling me all along, which is why they started this message, you already know this. You've been told this. It's nothing you don't know. There is nothing else you need to be and do except stay in your heart. Keep the fear out of here. Stay in your joy. Stay in your now moment, connected to the oneness. And for me now, this is all that there is needed for us who, especially those like ourselves, who have raised their vibration or who wish to raise their vibration, to enable them to move onwards and upwards. I like to say it like that, because let's look at it logically. So in day-to-day life, I've just described what happened to me, and as if I haven't been told it 100 times, and I tell others all the time. But this happened because the infection came. I let myself get into fear. So what was the alternative? And what is the alternative for me at this time now, especially now I've been treated and helped? I'm here in this space, this moment I'm in, this now moment, this now moment, this now moment. I'm not thinking about yesterday's now moment or tomorrow's moment. I'm just here. I'm not thinking what's going to come in a few minutes, what's going to come tomorrow, what's going to come later, what happened yesterday, what could have been happening the day before. I'm not going there at all. I'm staying here now. But not only am I staying here now, I'm staying here by being in my heart. I made some notes because we say this all the time to people, you know. We say to people, stay in your heart. And they say, oh, what's that mean? What's it mean, stay in your heart? You know, you keep saying this. Let me give it, I made some notes. Being in, stay in your heart. What does it mean to me? Being in a state of unconditional love. What does that mean? It means to feel that you are radiating love from the center of your being at all times. I wake up happy. I do. I wake up happy every day. I say, thank God for allowing me to wake up breathing. I'm so blessed. Thank you. I'm in my joy at that moment. I need to keep that moment. I need to keep that gratefulness. I need to keep that center of my being in my heart of gratitude and just be in the moment. I need to remain in a state of non-conflict, staying fully balanced and not affected by the changes that we all have in our lives. And the way we do that is to stay in your flow. When we're in this state of being, which is connected to the moment, to the oneness in that moment, we're in our flow. This is what we mean, I'm a Gemini, so I can say we. This is what we mean when we say, stay in your flow. When you're connected to Source, to God, creative being, all that there is, the oneness, whatever name you have that you like to use, that makes you connect to that thought and connection to that being. When we're connected to the Source, we are in our flow. What we need, because we're ascended beings, what we need will flow down towards us naturally. It just comes to us. It just comes down to us. We don't need to look everywhere for it. That's what you do when you're in a state of uncertainty, when you're constantly questioning everything that happens, we don't question. We just be in this moment, connected to the oneness. And this connection to the oneness allows us to be in our flow. And that is everything that comes to us is what we need. May not always be what you think you want, but it will always be what you need. And that may not be what you think you need, because, as my dear friend Robert likes to say, nothing makes God laugh louder than when you tell him your plans. We always think we know what's best, but sometimes we're driven a roundabout route to get to where we need to be, because the journey is more important than the end of the journey. And sometimes that's the way for us. It's who we meet on the way that is the important aspect of a journey, not necessarily where we end up. So we don't fully know these things, but when we are fully in connection, when we're fully connected to the oneness in our flow, whatever we need will just be coming to us. And we have faith that, knowing that is the case, we don't have to have any fear in the air about what's coming or when it's coming or who's sending it or where it is from. We don't need that. We just know what's coming is what we need. We have faith that that is the case. We also do meditations to help us. Karen and I have a fabulous meditation we do that I did some years back now, which allows us regularly to connect through this meditation to the oneness. That's on our Patreon site. If anyone's interested, you might have to join to get it, but have a look. There's some interesting things on there. Very useful for those on their path. And besides staying in our heart, we also need to remember, stay in the now moment. Just be in the present moment. We don't allow the past or future thoughts to enter our being at all. Totally connected to the oneness. This is how we can be, by staying in the now moment. Once we allow the past or the future in, the connection to source is not available. It's blocked with too much baggage in between, too much dross in the way. So let's have another listen to the message. What was it? Stay in your heart. It's so important for us. Stay in your flow. Try and be empty. Sometimes in your day, just sit. I mean, as I say, we have this meditation. It's about 12 minutes long on our Patreon site if you join as members. And that meditation is very good, but you can do it in other ways you can find. You just need to be in the nothingness, and you need to connect yourself to the source of all things through your heart. Your heart connects directly to the oneness. Always. If you stop, the forces around you in the ether, in the head, these forces that come and block your connection. Just try it. See if it works for you. As far as I'm concerned now, I'm not going to do anything else. And I know I've said this before over the last 60 years, 50 odd years, whatever. You know, this is it. This is all that there is now. I've done this many times over the course of my life in my spiritual pursuits. I don't need to do anything else. This is the one. But now this is the one. For now, just being in your heart, connected to all that there is. Thank you for listening. Namaste. Until next time.